Hi, welcome to the Gen X Glam and Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate you hanging out with me, Mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab, and sometimes I do giveaways. There's a current giveaway going on. I'm going to link that video in this video description. It's kind of like a twofer. I'll explain it super quick, and then we got to get into this because I got to get out of here. As usual, on the go, on the clock. I don't want to talk about it today. There's so much going on. But listen, the giveaway is this. We've got a brand new grab bag of Gen X Glam and Gab goodies to go out. So if you make a comment in that video, have a USA or Canada mailing address, and are subscribed to the channel, you will be in the running, any comment you want, for that grab bag of glam goodies. And then, if you're tracking my channel, you know I'm in the middle of an international move. I'm doing some behind-the-scenes packing videos that I'm going to drop in July and August, so stay tuned for that series. But, so I've just finished my community garage sale. I've just finished sort of decluttering everything, and there is some good stuff that didn't sell in the garage sale, not expired, gently used, that I said, if you're interested in this giveaway video that is linked in this video description, just write the word interested in your comment. Could be interested in a comment, and I'm gonna draw 2 or 3 names out of those comments to send out some grab bags of gently used goodies. So it's a 2 for 3 for, I don't know how many giveaways are gonna end up coming out of that video. But remember, it's gently used. I'll throw in some alcohol swabs so that you can, you can do your own cleaning. A lot of the stuff, like there's some mascaras in there that I took the time to clean. I did a whole video on cleaning your mascaras. Anyway, now we're going to get into this video. What am I going to do a whole video on today? I've already done my face, if you can even tell. It was a very light hand. It was one of my lighter hands of barely there, just some color correcting, dusting the lids. I did go in with my new mascara, though. That's not my new mascara. I did go in with my new mascara from e.l.f., the e.l.f. Incredi-Curl. I kind of like it. It did not transfer. I've already demoed it. I wore it out, and it didn't transfer. I got it in brown, but it comes in like black and intense black, and it comes in brown. Really like it. Of course, I set my face. I used a little bit of my Guerlain powder. Was feeling the coral vibe today. I don't know if you can catch it, but I thought that went nice with the green sweater. All right, so what are we getting into? We're getting into lips. Lots to talk about with lips. First, what we're going to do with the lips is we're going to exfoliate them. Okay, this is an e.l.f. Like, I don't know, you can get it for $2 or $3. It's in the coconut flavor. Love coconut. And it's a lip exfoliator. A little rough on the lips. If you've got like a lip scrub, same. And you just kind of put it on, and you'll massage it into your lips for like 30 seconds or so. And then you wipe it off with a damp cloth. So, and I do have my damp cloth right here. I'm ready. Because what I want to do before I give this away, we're going to look at the failure, in my opinion, that is Wonderskin. Okay, so this is all starting. We're looking at what we're trying to come up with is a lip stain that you can put a gloss on top of. And, what I have in my kit that maybe could fit that bill. So I've pulled out some lip glosses, I've pulled out some lip liners, I've pulled out some stains, and we're going to do a couple of different applications. We're going to wipe it off. This is a good exercise because I'm trying to get through the last bit of my Lancome makeup remover here before I leave. So this is a great effort. This is a decluttering effort. And then we're going to give some stuff away to my sweet colleague who is looking for a formula to stain her lips with, and then to go over with the gloss and be good to go. We've talked about this so many times. Like it's a given. Lipstick transfers, right? So then how do you, like, what's your best bet to lay something down like a base on your lips that will maybe sustain you with just touch-ups with like a gloss or a balm or something? So this is, this is like age-old question. In my opinion, I'm going to cut to the spoiler alert, which is my opinion. I kind of think, after trying several different stains, I think the best way to achieve that is to take your favorite lip liner that I'm holding this up. This is from Makeup Forever, Caffeine Anywhere. And, you know, a lipstick, whatever your lipstick is to touch up, like, and maybe it's multiple lipsticks, but they're all in the family. And just, you know, put this all over your lips. Put, you know, line your lip liner all over your lips, because this tends, if you find the right lip liners, they tend to have the, you know, with staying power, they can help you with that. So when your top coat transfers, you still have your lip liner underneath. But I think that's how I'm going to finish my lips today. Let's see how much staining we can do. So we exfoliated the lips because Wonderskin, if you've got Facebook or I don't know, any other thing that's like constantly any other social media thing that's constantly like giving you ads, like this Wonderskin brand seems to have gotten in on that. So this is my shades that I bought is XOXO. One of the beefs that I have, chief beefs, said this before, I think I've even used the word chief beefs with this one, is that I don't feel like it gives me this color. Now my friend is looking for a deeper stain. So we've got the Wonderskin option, and then to go over it with, you know, I've pulled out several of my glosses here. Maybe we go over it with this NARS gloss. And then I've got, this I don't think I'm going to use, but I'm going to tell my friend about it. I might loan it to her and be like, use it with a Q-tip and see if you like it. This is Clarins Intense Nude Lip Oil, but it has some really good pigment. This has some staying power as well. This I pulled out of all the lippies to go on summer vacation with me because I really, really like it. I do feel like it gives you that stain and it gives you kind of a glossy kind of look. These pens from Covergirl around this time last year, well, maybe last spring of 2024, these were all the rage. You're supposed to shake them up, and they're literally like lip stain pens, and it's like they're like 2.0 for Covergirl, because back in the day, Covergirl also, like, this is like, they've had these before. They changed the packaging slightly and probably their formula. So I'm going to go ahead and give her a few of these pens. These, to me, I kind of have the same issue as with the Wonderskin. Let's just get the Wonderskin on. Wonderskin says there's like 30 applications in this thing, which I disagree. And when you watch the videos, they just dip in and they dip out and they're like, oh, such a swipe. And they covered their whole lips. That's not the case. You really have to work to lay this down. And I'm so glad my colleague said something to me. I'm kind of known to be the person that's dabbling in these beauty affairs and trying a bunch of stuff out, that crazy person going through her midlife makeup crisis. So I'm glad she came to me. It makes sense she would come to me. And she's like describing what she wants, like a lip stain that she can put a gloss on, and there's stuff out there. I'm like, oh, you mean Wonderskin? She's like, yes, Wonderskin. That means the way she reacted, she has seen these videos and she's thinking, oh, this is like the miracle cure. And maybe I just didn't get the right shade. So I'm definitely giving her an alcohol swab to clean that off. But I mean, maybe I just didn't get the right shade. If this shade would be this pretty, she's looking for a darker shade, but I told her she could have this thing. So she's going to keep that. Here's some other stains, water stain oils from Clarins. This is like a nice light pink, and this is like a darker one. I thought that once we got this on and off, we'd go in with the Clarins lip oil stain in this shade and go over it with my Juvia's Place lip gloss. I love the smell of this stuff. It smells so nice. Oh, it brings me back to the 80s. It brings me back to the lip glosses of the 80s. I also pulled out this Lancome lip gloss because I really, really like that. Perhaps we'll use that over this, and we'll go ahead and we'll put this NARS lip gloss over this when it comes off. And if I have time and I have to go leave the house with my own sort of lippy on, I think we'll line our lips with the Anywhere. Make a noise. The Anywhere Caffeine Lip Liner, and we'll use the Intense Nude Lip Oil from Clarins. I had pulled out, I was thinking of doing a combination of using my Michaela's Nude. This is from Michaela of POV fame. Her nice nude lipstick. She did a collab with e.l.f. and did a lip liner and a lipstick. They sold out immediately. When they restocked, I was able to get a couple of them. I gave one away, and I kept one like new in the box. It's packed in my stuff, and then I've got mine on hand. It's funny, she did a video recently. Well, I don't know how recently because I don't follow her on TikTok, so I have to see her videos like through other social media platforms, you know, so like on Facebook and on these other places where she pops up, that somebody uploads her TikTok videos to these other platforms. Anyway, she did a videos that for me I saw recently where Elf had sent her this box of, I don't know, there were probably like at least a dozen of her kits in there, and she just seems so happy and so grateful. I mean, I would be too, man. If I had a collab with Elf and, you know, it sold like hotcakes and there just weren't any of them left around, and then all of a sudden I got a box of them, I'd be like, heck yeah. All right, so there are some versions of the Wonderskin where I've seen people peel it off, but mine, when I read the directions for the one that I bought, and I got this on Amazon, it was like $30. You're supposed to, the instructions are exfoliate your lips and go ahead and put this on. And then there are some Wonderskin kits, or maybe it's a different brand, but I think it is with Wonderskin, where you can buy some sort of a kit. Like you can get a lip gloss that comes with it. Not a kit, but a bundle. So you can see like it is stained, but it's not, it's a little bit, it's not this beautiful light, like pinky pink, like that is on the back of the thing. But there is a stain, and you know, theoretically, you could go over this with a gloss. We'll put the NARS on. There it is coming off on my wet wipe. My wet wipe. I like the little babies. All right, there it is. There's the stain. I don't know if she's going to consider that dark enough. It's just, it wasn't a miss for me. This is nothing exciting. This is nothing groundbreaking. All right, let's dry it off a little bit and go in. And then, you know, in theory, you put your gloss over it. When your gloss wears off, then you've got the stain underneath. It's a nice gloss. I can't beat NARS. So there you go. There's that combo. Let's wipe it off. All right, still had a little bit of the metallic on there. Ew, these are not my quality. These are not my quality cotton swabs. These are from the Dollarama. I bought these for the garage sale. Because somewhere in this mess down here, I can't find my square ones that I like from Sephora. Anyway, I digress. All right, so we've wiped off the gloss, and you can still see that there is a bit of a stain, and the stain is not transferring here. But let's go in with the Lancome because we got to get this thing moving. Not to worry, there's time. I got up a little bit early today. I don't know, I just couldn't sleep. I went to bed early because I was tired yesterday. I think that garage sale really wiped me out. So then we're getting a little bit of transfer. It's just the tiniest bit, but it's coming. It's just the very, very tiniest bit. Let's go in and get some more of it. So that there, you know, something is on my lips, no doubt. I went in with a generous amount, but it's not really a lot coming off. And my lips are still a bit stained there. I'm not looking like my natural color quite yet. Every time I do that, I get a tiny bit of pink on somewhere on this cloth. It's a good thing I didn't go in with a foundation today because I really would be pulling that off. All right, there we go. Listen, it's all in the eye of the beholder. Either my buddy's gonna like this thing or she's not gonna like this thing, or she's gonna be like, oh, I like it. It works for me. I don't like the color. I'm going to invest $30 in a color that I think will work for me. Maybe. All right, let's go in. What's the next combination we want to use? Let's use the Clarins Water Stain. This only comes again in 2 shades. Water Stain from Clarins. And we're going to go in with this deep, deep brown. And we're going to go ahead and stain the lips. Let it dry a little bit. And then we're going to go over it with the Juvia's Place lip gloss. You know, I think that I think that Wonderskin is still on my lips because I'm thinking they're getting like a funky color here. We're getting like a little bit of a funky color, but that's okay. This is what the videos are about, you know. We're just going through. This is a great way to visit some of the lippies that you know, I haven't. This lippy is being shipped. Almost all these lippies that I pulled out, all of these glosses, they're being shipped. I'm taking Intense Nude with me, and I'm taking my Lancome gloss with me for the summer, but the majority, oh, this is drying down really fast. The majority of my lippies are getting shipped out. I had to like go into the box where they all were to pull out the stuff that I needed to do this video and to give to my friend. This is drying down really well. It's almost completely dry. It goes on so wet, and then it just dries down. All right, we got to speed this up because I still want to try a Covergirl pen. It's dry now. Totally dry. Goes on so wet. All right, where's my Juvia's Place? This is actually a really nice shade. Like I always say I don't think my camera's picking up how nice this is. Nice brown lip gloss to go over it. And then theoretically, you know, when the gloss wears off, you still have that lip stain underneath. That's what my friend's going for. That is what we are trying to help her get to. All right, there we are. There's not much more I can do other than to take it off. Here we go. Let's just start with just a quick little like that to remove the gloss. So we're down to just the stain, and the stain's starting to come off a little bit. Let's get a new paper towel. Mad scientist stuff going on here this morning. All right, let's see. I haven't even gone in with any of the makeup remover. We're getting a little bit more transfer. Let's go in with the makeup remover and see how much transfer, how much removal we can get. Yeah, a little bit. I wanted to use the Shiseido. Wow, there it is. It's really coming off. But that, you know, just putting on the makeup remover on this thing and doing one of these numbers didn't take a lot off. I had to really rub the makeup remover into my lips, and it is getting it off. So it's there. It's staining the lips. These products that I'm using, even the Wonderskin, Wonderfail, in my opinion. I really don't know why I know why I'm so anti-Wonderskin, you know, because they make these videos like, you know, one swipe and, you know, your lips, the life of your lips as they know it are changed. And that's just not it. I don't know why I get so mad about these things. I know that you can't, you know, it's like a trust but verify. But in the case of that, to trust but verify, you got to spend $30 to buy it. And then you get it. And then for me anyway, I was very disappointed because the shade didn't match what I thought I was buying. You know, it kind of goes on a little bit. I've almost got this off. It goes on, in my opinion, a little bit lumpy. It's not as smooth as they, you know, as it's advertised to be. I just got to let it go. Oh, shoot. Look at this. I also pulled out this. I'm going to give her this. Because remember I demoed this. This is the new e.l.f. for the sheer of it lip and cheek sort of stain. But to me, it was kind of like a fail. It didn't blend out very well. It wasn't very sheer, in my opinion. But I did think that it did well on the lips. And this is very, very watery, much like the Clarins lips, much like the Clarins lip water oil. Let's go in with this, and I'm using the Q-tip. Gosh, this is really dark. She was looking for something really dark. This is going to be really dark. Let's just go over the lips with it. I actually didn't mind it for my lips. No double dipping. We're not going back in. You know, for $5, maybe this is the solution. Maybe this is what she should try. I would totally put this on my cheeks right now, but I know it would stain where I dot it. I did end up watching some other videos on this, and I saw other people successfully make this thing work on their cheeks. But even in my opinion, and they were probably cutting and editing, just saying, even in my opinion, I think that they had to work. It wasn't seamless. It wasn't easy. It wasn't an easy blend. It's not an easy blend. I don't know what she's going to think of that. What if we were to put a gloss on top of that? Here's my Yummy Gloss from Covergirl. It's already dry. It's already dry on my lips. It dries down really fast. Let's just put a gloss over that and see what you get. Not the right color for me. This actually isn't her color either, but she can get the gist of it. And then she can go on Elf's website and buy whatever shade that she wants. All right, let's try to get this off, because the last combination I was going to use this Covergirl with my Lancome gloss. And then I gotta get out of here. All right, let's just wipe this off. Where's my paper towels? I like how I'm just going through paper towels this morning. It's what I always say. You gotta have this kind of stuff at your station. Have your kit. There, I wiped off. That's a little bit of pink. That's not the pink from the Covergirl lip gloss. That just wiped right off. This is definitely from that Elf stain. Boy, my lips are getting all kinds of treatment today. But we did start off with that exfoliation. All right, I got a decent amount. Yep, there it is. It's coming right off. Yep, still more is coming off. Maybe that's the way to, maybe the ultimate recommendation to my friend is going to be to get one of the lip oils from, not lip oils, but the, for the Sheer of It blush and cheek and lip tint from Elf and go with that. All right, now I'm getting very little, like I'm getting less and less transfer. All right, here we go. We're going in. We're going to go in with, I think, what's going to end up being the last combo. All right, you're supposed to shake these Covergirl pens up real good. I'm shaking it up. And, you could just line your lips with it too. And then you've really got a lip, you're stained up. All right, now we're going over it. We're filling it in. Hold on. I'm going to try and blot it a little bit. I found these very hard to work with. I was so excited when they came out. And then I bought several shades of them, and I didn't find them easy to work with. I didn't find that the shade that, looked it from the packaging necessarily looked like the shade that was going on my lips. Maybe I'm just too impatient. You know what I mean? Like maybe I'm just too impatient to make these things work, because you see me do my makeup. I do it in a hurry, right? There's not a lot of precision. There's not a lot of take one, take two. It's dried down really fast. Let's see if some lip gloss can oh, it wasn't quite the right shade match, but it's not awful. It's not awful. I love this shade from Lancome. Feeling really, really glossy. There's that. I don't know. It should have been, like, look at next to each other, how close it looks like it should have been, and I think this is going to be the most successful stain, to tell you the truth. Out of everything that we've used, I don't know, this one was given some staying power. I don't like it. We're taking it off. Just like we did the other ones. Let's see how easy it is to come off. Let's get the Lancome gloss off first. There's a little bit there of the Lancome gloss is off. Just dabbing that to get that off. The stain is definitely there. it's patchy. To me, it's patchy. None of this stuff is like, I'm going back to what I said at the beginning when I started this whole thing. In my opinion, the least gimmicky, the easiest thing to do to make sure you got a little something on your lips, so that when your lipstick or your lip gloss transfers and you still want to have some pigment there before you get to the bathroom or wherever you're going to get to, car mirror to touch up, just use your lip liner. Like one that you know is good, right? One that you know has got pigment. It's just good shade match for whatever lippy you got going on. It's still coming off. And go with that. I mean, I just don't know about all these lip stains. I really don't. It doesn't seem that, just doesn't seem natural to me. It doesn't seem natural at all. So I'm kind of live and learn. I'm saying that now because I can say that, because look at everything that we just tried. It's not like I didn't give it a fair shake, right? On my midlife makeup crisis journey, I give stuff a fair shake. Sometimes I'm like, I don't know about that. Doesn't kind of seem my vibe, but I'm going to give it a try because I'm trying new things. But I don't know about, I have a lot of mess of paper towels laying around here, and my lips are all kinds of different going on. So what was I going to do? I was going to go in with the Anywhere Caffeine Lip Liner, which I just got out my pencil sharpener. Well, pencil sharpener. I have the appropriate sharpener. I didn't use a pencil sharpener. Can you use a pencil sharpener for makeup, like pencils, lip liners, and eyeliners? Has anybody ever tried that? I wonder. All right, there it is. I feel like my lips are they're not irritated. My lips are not stinging. I mean, this is really good makeup remover. Very nice. But they do feel like, I rub them a lot with all the paper towels and stuff. But you see how we can just fill that in? It's almost like, it's almost like a lipstick, because I'm filling my whole lips in it, in the sense of that kind of concept. And then I'm going to go over it with a lippy. Why don't we go ahead and use Michaela's Nude? Because I think it all stays in the family. And when the lipstick transfers, I know that Anywhere Caffeine's going to be hanging out, doing its thing for me, and I can just touch it up with, right now I have a nice Stila, did I say that right? S-T-I-L-A, Stila, lip gloss in my bag, which I really, really like. And I've actually been enjoying using that thing. Like I get like really excited to reach in my bag and be like, I want to put on that. It's a really nice shade. So the nude lipstick kind of really drop the shade of everything, but I know that the Makeup Forever is underneath there, and it's definitely lining the scenario. I think we're ending on a good note. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I hope your family is well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for tuning in with me. You go out and you slay your day. I'll see you in the next video.